and welcome to Cammy's Comic Corner. I am Cammy. This week was an amazing week for comics. A lot of good stuff out there. Sadly, I can only talk about 4. Well, I could talk about more, but I chose 4. First up, Madame Mirage, number 3, written by Paul Dini and art by Kenneth Rocafort. Now, many of you might have known Paul Dini from Batman the Animated Series with Bruce Timm. Yeah, he was involved with that. Anyway, this is his own creator-owned character, and you don't really know much about Madame Mirage. It's 3 issues in, so you can still go back and get the first 2 issues, catch up. It's great because you're trying to figure out who Madame Mirage is. Is she a spy? Is she just a cold-blooded killer? She obviously has a motive, but when you try to catch her, it's like catching a ghost. You can't catch a ghost unless you call the Ghostbusters. However, at the end of this story, of issue number 3, surprise ending. And as the robot chicken M. Night Shyamalan would say, what a twist! Moving on. For all you Green Arrow fans, I'm hitting you with Green Arrow Year 1, 6 of 6. Written by Andy Diggle and art by Jock. Now this is the stunning, explosive conclusion of this series. It was only a 6-issue series. It's going to be available in trade paperback, I'm sure, pretty soon. So if you don't want to go back and pick up all the single issues, just wait for the trade. It should be out shortly. But we follow was once the drunk, multi-billionaire Oliver Queen, as he was betrayed by his bodyguard, left for dead in the ocean, survives on an island, only to become the world-famous Green Arrow. If you like Green Arrow, you'll love this series. And if you just can't get enough Green Arrow, pick up Black Canary and Green Arrow Adventures, written by Judd Winnick. It's out on sale right now. It's only done issue number 1 so far. But you might want to get the wedding issue if you have any questions about that one. Moving on to Green Lantern Corps number 17, written by Dave Gibbons and art by Pat Gleason and Dustin Nguyen. Now, if you didn't know, there's a little thing going on right now called the Sinestro Corps War. And let's just say that involves Sinestro, the worst Green Lantern of all time, having his own corps. No more of the Green Lantern Corps, the Sinestro Corps. And so finally, the Green Lantern Corps, they've been battling over the Green Lantern and Green Lantern Corps titles. And in this issue, they take it to Earth. They take it to Earth. And there's a huge fight in San Diego, too, as well, at the Comic-Con International. But it's not the Comic-Con International. If you read more closely, it's the Comic-Con International. And that was very humorous to me. This little lodge at the convention center, and all the fans were actually in San Diego during the Comic-Con every summer. But enough about the Comic-Con. This is a great issue. And if you like this issue, and you find out who the new Ion turns out to be, because of the prophecies, check out Tales of the Sinestro Corps, Superman Prime, written by Jeff Johns and art by Pete Woods and Jerry Orway. Now you might remember Superman Prime as Superboy Prime in Crisis on Infinite Earths, and you know how he went renegade in Infinite Crisis a few years ago. And basically you get the story of what happened to him, what he had to sacrifice back on Earth Prime. His love, he thought he was doing the right thing by, saving our multiverse and whatnot. But, it's kind of a tearjerker, but then also it was just, he's a really bad guy. He thinks he's doing what's right, and everyone else around him is stupid. But it was a very good read. Jeff Johns obviously knows what he's doing, and I can't emphasize that enough. Jeff Johns all the way. Anyway, that's Comic of Cammy's Corner this week, or Cammy Comic Corner, whatever you want to say it. I hope you all have a good weekend. Ta-ta.